All right, hey everybody. It is another episode of Star Wars Reporter, another little lightning review on Vader Down. This is again a bit of an older comic, a crossover series actually within the new Star Wars canon, and it involves Vader trying to track down Luke Skywalker. As we know, that's kind of a thing that he was into. If I remember correctly, that puts it in between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, as he's on the hunt for that crazy kid that blew up his Death Star. Dang it. Anyway, so he is looking for Luke, and he gets a hot tip from Dr. Aphra, who is sort of the evil Han Solo in a way. In fact, her whole crew is basically evil counterparts of many of our favorite Star Wars characters. She has like an evil C-3PO, an evil R2-D2, even an evil Chewie. So that's kind of fun. Anyway, Vader shows up, and he shows up right in the middle of a squadron of X-Wings. Oops. Of course, Vader being Vader, that's not too much of a problem for him until Luke shows up and basically rams him. They both wind up crashing on this planet. It's like Vrogus Vast or something like that. So some planet that I hadn't stumbled across before, and I don't know, probably won't be too important later on. Anywho. So they crash, and they crash on different areas of the planet. It's going to take some time for Vader to catch up with Luke. But the Rebels, there's a base on this here planet, and they know that Vader just went down. So they're coming after him. They're like, our chance to take down the number 2 in the Empire? Yeah, we're going for that. Well, things don't go exactly as they would like. First and foremost, let me say, I really enjoyed the heck out of this comic, just top to bottom. I had a blast with it. One complaint is that Vader, I think, is possibly just a tiny bit overpowered here, because first thing that happens is a bunch of Y-Wings try to bomb him, and that doesn't go well for the Y-Wings. The Y-Wings, they'll get destroyed. Then he gets surrounded by a freaking army of infantry. Again, doesn't go well for the army of infantry. You're just kind of left thinking, huh, is there really any chance that they're going to take him down? And does the Empire really need an army if they can just send this guy anywhere where there's trouble? I mean, yeah, I know Vader's awesome. I know Vader's big and bad. I know he can take on like significant numbers of people. And yeah, I have no problems with him picking up some rocks and tossing them at some ships flying overhead. It's just the amount and the thing just over and over again. Again, I enjoyed it. It was a fun ride while I'm reading it, but I couldn't shake the feeling. It's like maybe it's just a bit too much. But in any case, that's not the only thing going on. Vader, of course, thinks that Aphra led him into a trap, or at least thinks it's possible. Aphra, of course, is like, well, I'm going to get down there and see if I can help retrieve Luke and deliver him to Vader, and that'll put myself back in Vader's good graces, which leads to the battle of the counterparts, essentially, with the evil Chewie being the last to show up. It's a good time. Evil R2 is just he's a little rolling arsenal. R2 is pretty awesome. Bit of a badass for the little astromech that he is, but he's not a rolling war machine, not like this guy is. And of course, evil 3PO, he's basically a homicidal maniac. So that's fun. Like really, I mean that's fun. And of course, Han and Chewie show up to again make it the true battle of the counterparts. They're trying to rescue Luke, and Leia shows up and all that. She actually has a little bit of a one-on-one confrontation with Vader, who essentially lets her go so that she'll hopefully lead him to Luke, which doesn't go according to plan. Sorry about that. It's late at night, and I'm working nights, still getting used to it. Anyway, another wrinkle in it is that there's another rival that Vader has called Commander Carbon, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, or Corbin. He's a Calamarian cyborg who likes to wield lightsabers Grievous style. He's got like 4 arms, and he he doesn't like Vader very much. So he's the one who actually set up the trap. He's the one who set it up so that Vader would show up in the middle of like a drill, essentially. And he was really hoping that Vader would go down, like for the count. That's not what happened. Naturally, there's a battle between Vader and this guy. And of course, Vader wins, obviously, because he's in episodes 5 and 6, right? But still, it's a pretty good confrontation. Pretty cool to see different factions of the Empire. In any case, naturally, Luke and everybody, all the main characters wind up getting away, and Leia and everybody kind of wind up regretting trying to confront Vader because it didn't go well. We know that the Rebel Alliance isn't exactly huge at this point in time. Still on the run from, still on the run from extermination, essentially, getting their butts handed to them by the Empire after they got lucky and took out the Death Star. And they lost a lot here, and all just to Vader. Yeah. So really the best call? Maybe not in retrospect, but hey, hindsight's 2020. Who knew that Vader could literally take out a whole army single-handedly, right? So anyway, Vader Down. It was a really good read, really fun read, a good addition to the canon. If I did think that Vader was a little OP, he did still. It was still fun. It was still fun to see him really cut loose in a way that you never see in the movies. The only real hint you get of this level of power is in that little scene they tacked onto the end of Rogue One. This was also my first introduction to Afra and her crew, and she seems like an interesting character. I'll be looking forward to reading more with her in it, in the years to come. So, in any case, again, check it out if you haven't already. You could, again, always do the Comixology thing. Pick it up on sale. Black Friday's a coming, people. And, of course, a few months before you know it, it'll be May the 4th season again. And there'll probably be some good Star Wars sales. So, anyway, stay tuned. Next time, I'm going to be reviewing the Princess Leia miniseries. And then I've got some Poe Dameron to review as well. But until then, be good, and may the Force be with you.